Hi guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kriti. In the previous classes we have learned all about basics of watercolor. Now today we are gonna go do a very quick and simple landscape painting, which is a sunset landscape in watercolors. So what are we waiting for? Let's dive in the class and check out all about how to paint a beautiful sunset in watercolors. So today we are gonna do sunsets in watercolor. Okay, so we'll just dive in, and you can use any materials for this one. I'll be using my white knights and my Camlin watercolor brushes. So I'm going to tape this paper and I will attach this paper to my foam board. You can use anything that you have, acrylic sheet, your writing pad, or if you're comfortable you can also use your table. The paper that I am using is a Bohong watercolor paper. It is 300 GSM watercolor paper. For watercolors, I do recommend that you use only this paper, else other papers will not take that much wash and you will not get the result that you are looking for. Regarding paints and brushes, you can use anything. Always use artist grade supplies for painting. So you don't have to go for white knights like me. You can also opt to do the same thing using Camlin watercolors. They are on the affordable range for at least for people based in India. For the people based outside, I would recommend you to go with any color that is available in your country. Okay, so our paper is ready, it's taped down, and now we'll start by wetting our paper. Okay, so thoroughly wet your paper completely. So when I wet my paper, I'll just go a couple of times back and forth, up and down, just to make sure that the water is going inside the paper. What I also try to avoid is we don't need any puddles on the paper. So you can see there's a lot of water. So I will just swipe through. I'll just keep going up and down, left and right. So the water is all in. Okay. And then just swipe across your brush and take any extra water and dab it in your tissue or paper cloth or towel or whatever you are using. So now for the sunset landscape, what we are doing is we are basically painting. So we'll just put some yellow shade here, followed by orange and crimson, will turn into purple, and then we'll take it to blue. Okay, so you either start from this direction to upwards or you go down. Anything is okay, right? And then we can start from the bottom as well. Okay, anything is fine. So for this particular sunset landscape, we will be doing these combinations that I have told you, and at the forefront we can do pine trees or some bushes around here, or we can also do like a lake scene, so like the lake is there, something on those lines. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do the landscape, like I'll do the 3/4 paper we'll utilize for our sky, and then we'll think about what we want to do at the foreground. There are a lot of options that we can do. We'll just think. I think doing a water and the reflection would be like it would look very lovely in the scenario. So let's see how we can do it. Okay, so I'll start with my blue color and I'll put that blue on the sky. Okay, I'll take some darker blue and just make some dramatic clouds. Okay, just thoroughly wash my brush because the pigment that I picked was very staining. Now I'm taking some yellow color I'll put the yellow here somewhere in the center. Okay. Then I take my orange color and go around the yellow that I have put in. See the paper, right? So as of now there were some areas where the paper was not wet, and you can still make use of it. So while you are loading color, you can pick more water as well. Okay. And then we'll take some red shade, and then followed by crimson or this carmine. Right? It's up to us. So now what happens when my crimson and carmine mix, right, this blue and carmine mix, they form a very nice purple color, right? So I don't have to worry about that. They look very lovely together. Okay. Also depends upon what shade of blue we used, and depending upon that the violet shade would be formed. What I'll do is I'll add some dramatic clouds here at the orange part of it. So few strokes which I'm doing from out to in. Okay, something like this. Okay. Only few strokes. Okay, and then I can take a darker purple maybe and do some clouds here. Okay. See, like this. So very random. I have not pre-decided as in what I want to do. So just playing with our colors. Now for the bottom, we're gonna replicate the colors that we have put in. So we'll start by putting some yellows. Okay, and then we're gonna blend it smooth. I think my paper is all dried up, so I will put some water here. Blend it nicely, and then follow the same color path as we did. So some oranges followed by reds. It also depends upon what is the timing that you want to show, right? When it comes to reflection, what is the time that you're looking for? It's like early afternoon, late evening, late afternoon, what you're trying to depict from the picture, from the landscape, like from the sky, and that's how the colors will go on your paper, right? So if you want to make it dark, light, yeah, so it's choice. Okay, so now what I want to do is I will want to create a segregation here, and so we'll do some, so this like a C or something at the bottom. Okay, so just creating that segregation, and then I will be putting some crimsons and then closing it with some purples. Okay, so only that much of a reflection I am getting. So I am not getting the reflection for the blue part as of now. Only that much of a reflection I am getting. Okay, and I'll just make the bottom part a bit darker. Okay, and I'll just paint the red part, and then do some dry brushing here. So once this is all dried up, I can do another layer and then finish this with the detail. So you just want to wait for our paper to be dried up to proceed for the next step. Okay, so this is dried up for me. Okay, so what we are also gonna do is, I am thinking about, we'll just add a distant mountain to this one. For that I'm using my paints gray. So now when we are coming near to this, I will just reduce the color value of the paint spray that we have picked up. Okay, and then make it extremely light. Okay, now we want to show the reflection of these mountains and then do some ripples at the ground. So I'm gonna pick my dark shade of red, mix it with a bit of Payne's gray to make it look like a brown shade, or you can directly use burnt sienna, and then do these strokes so they are fine, some dry brush strokes, some lines of a darker shade. Okay, and then as I go down, I'll be just making them a bit big. Okay, some broken lines, some curvy lines, some broken lines, right? And you can choose to do this with purple as well. So they just show like water ripples, right? So we're just trying to show some water ripples. And here in the center, I'm gonna make use of dry brushing. Okay, so that's it. If you wanna top this up with some white strokes, I think we can do that. So for this, I'm not using white gouache, but I'm using my white gel pen. So I'll just, for the some waves, right, I will just introduce white color underneath them. Yeah, that's it. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you like this video, and if you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, share with your friends and family, and let me know in the comment section anything that you learned new and any video that you would like me to cover as well. For detailed classes, please reach out to me. I do take one-on-one sessions.